What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about a movie that I recently saw called Until Dawn. It came out this year. It says it's an American survival horror film. It says 1 year after her sister disappeared, Clover and her friends head to a remote valley where she vanished to search for answers. Exploring an abandoned visitor center, they soon encounter a mass killer who murders them one by one. However, when they mysteriously wake up at the beginning of the same night, they're forced to relive the terror over and over again. This movie, it instantly catches your attention when it's on. It's not like one of those movies that's slow and takes a while to get to, no. This movie actually gets right into it. It has some really good parts into it. It catches your attention. I love it. All right, so it says that this movie is based off of a video game, a 2015 interactive horror video game by Supermassive Games, and a 2025 American survival film by David F. Sandberg. So yeah, the game is, let's look up what the game says. Now, I've never played this game, haven't really heard of it either. Until Dawn is a 2015 interactive drama survival horror game developed by Supermassive Games, as I stated before, published by Sony Computer Entertainment. Players assume control of 8 young adults who have to survive on Blackwood Mountain when their lives are threatened. The game features a butterfly effect system in which players must make choices that may change the story. All playable characters can survive or die, depending on the choices made. Players explore the environment from a third-person perspective and find clues that may help solve the mystery. That sounds like I need to play that game. Yeah, so coming from somebody who hasn't played the game, I thought the movie was really good. It has a few mixed reviews, but I really think it's a great movie. Like I said, it has some really good things in it from beginning to end, and I actually got the movie was recommended to me by my brother, and so I said, let me check it out, and I'm glad I did because it was really good. I love everything about it. It, like they said, the girl goes looking for her sister, and it's like as soon as they get there, it's like stuff starts to happen. And I like what they said. It's like a butterfly effect. If you guys have never seen the Butterfly Effect movie, the Butterfly Effect movie was good. That it does kind of remind you of that in a sense of things happening over and over. This film right here was with Ashton Kutcher from 2004, and this one's like, he's able to travel back in time, through his life, and each decision that he makes is different. So that's what I mean. It's kind of like that one in a sense of, whatever. So that's kind of what it is. And each time they die, it's crazy. It's like, oh my gosh. And now I will say this movie is really gory. It's really gory. So if you don't like movies that has like a lot of blood and like guts and kills and things like that, and like, see, like right here, this is what the monster or whatever look like. They kind of remind you of The Walking Dead, how they look, and her sister was actually this one right here. They're like, so if you don't like movies like that, then you're not gonna like it, because it was a lot of guts and things like that. Like, this is a spoiler, in case you haven't seen it, but I'm gonna show these on the screen. Look, this is like some of it right here. Like, some of the people in the movie, they exploded. One of their deaths, they were like drinking some water and they exploded, and it was just insane. Like, that was a lot. I won't even lie, that was a lot. But it was so unexpected. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, they drunk like the water, and then it was the bathroom scene. They exploded. They swell up, So I'm like, if you don't like that type of stuff in it, then you're not gonna like it. So that's what I mean by that. All right, so something right here says Until Dawn movie trailer breakdown, all the game connections and killer threats. So I'm not really here to talk about the game. I'm just trying to touch on like the monsters that were in the movie. It says you have a psycho right here. Yeah, that's like from the game, I guess. Then you have like the witch. This was a scene from the movie. The masked killer. The ghost. And like I said, I think this was her sister in the movie. The parasite. Yeah, it was a parasite coming out of her face. The Wendigo. That's what it's called. The Wendigo. That's what these things were in this movie. So, real quick, if you don't know what a Wendigo is, because I just became, familiar with it myself not that long ago. So a Wendigo is a mythical cannibalistic monster. A mythical cannibalistic monster from some type of folklore of the Great Lakes region. Depicted as a giant with razor sharp claws and glowing eyes, driven by an insatiable hunger for human flesh. The legend serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of greed, selfishness, and cannibalism, with the creature representing starvation, winter, or a cursed human who has succumbed to these taboos. The term also gave rise to Wendigo psychosis, a culture-bound syndrome characterized by an intense craving to eat human flesh. That's exactly what this movie was about. These are pictures of real alleged Wendigos, which I 100% believe were real, I don't take anything like that, I believe it. These are the Wendigos from the movie right here. So, like it said, they were starved, and the girl from the movie, Clover, her sister, was starved also. And then, like, one point in the movie when they first get into, like, this house or wherever they were at, they went in and found all these, like, missing posters and stuff, and her sister was, like, on it along with other people. And this is, like, insane. Look at this. Like, so many people were missing in that. So, and then the longer they spent here, her and her friends looking for her sister, they ended up on the poster. So it's crazy. Yeah, I guess they went missing. They were starved, and then also in the movie they had this big hourglass, and the hourglass would, they would go down for so long. It would go down, and the whole time it's going down, they are trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, look for clues, look for her sister, blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as that bad boy flips over, it's too late. They're dying different ways. Some ways more gruesome than the others. So I really thought it was a great movie. But when she did find her sister, like I said, she ended up being one of those creatures. And yeah, it was a lot. So I'm trying to look for the deaths in the movie, but they're showing me like from the game. So it's kind of like a mixture of both. But yeah, like I'm not gonna drag it. I'm not gonna make it too long. But this movie was pretty good. This is the witch that was in the movie. The girl went in the house, like a house, and she was like in a rocking chair or something. And yeah, I don't know. The movie, it creeped me out. Yeah, this is the house the witch was in. The movie creeped me out. I liked it a lot. I'm gonna see what some people are saying about it. You know, people can be really harsh with movies and their opinions. I myself can, you know, but I mean, it's the truth. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I can't fault people who didn't like the movie. I didn't think it was terrible. I thought it was a great movie. Like I said, though, coming from somebody who didn't play the game, I don't know, you know, so I could be missing something from not playing the video game. Someone said it was nothing like the video. I thought there was way too much gore, not enough scares. I love the gore. Good, but wish it was more game accurate, especially with the Wendigos. See, like, I loved it, you know, but like I said, I didn't play the game. So people who played the game might feel totally different. Then somebody said, great film, you know. I was keen from the description. Reminded me of Happy Death Day mixed with Friday the 13th feel. Also, Resident Evil vibes. Somebody said this is one of the first games they played on PS4 as retro slasher movie vibes. They said the game story could have been translated beautifully to the film. I wasn't a fan of this movie. I played the horror game and I loved it. Horrible adaptation of the original game. I shut it off after 30 minutes. I'm a huge fan of the game. I went without watching any trailers. So, it's some people that didn't like it that played the game, but I am one that didn't play the game and I liked it, and yeah, that's just my opinion, you know. So I don't know if I would have a different opinion if I actually was one of the game players, you know. That's like a person who reads a book. You know, you ever read a book and then they make a movie or a TV show about it and you're like, wait a minute, this is nothing like this book that I read that I've grown to love so much. So I guess that's what it is in a sense. But my 100% opinion, this movie was pretty good, pretty great for me. So that's my opinion on this movie, Until Dawn. I recommend anybody wanting to see it. I think, is it on Netflix? I think it's on Netflix. So if you want to watch it, it's on Netflix. You can look for it yourself. But yeah, for me, my rating for this movie, Until Dawn, I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10 just because it kept my interest in how much of, you know, the gore it was. So yeah, I loved it. Let me know if you've seen this movie. Let me know if you want to see this movie, or if you don't want to, have you played the game, you know. Let me know. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos. And I post here every week. Alright, so thank you all for watching. God bless.